In today's session, we are going to be deep diving into embodied manifestation, how to unlock the wealth within your body. This is a deep, rich conversation, and one that your mind, your logical mind, may not fully understand. So for today's conversation, I would like to tap into the consciousness of your soul, your heart, your body's wisdom, this great intelligence that lives inside of you, that lives through you, and tap into that wise, wealthy part of you and welcome this part of you into the conversation. So when it comes to manifestation, there's a number of ways in. You might choose what it is that you want from the level of your mind, from the level of your logic. You may get a vision or have a dream or desire. You may see it or you may sense it. And it seems as if what you want is outside of you. It's somewhere in the future. It's not in your life currently. So usually we're focusing on manifesting something that doesn't exist yet. And it's very normal to seek outside of yourself, the money outside of yourself, the clients outside of yourself, the opportunities outside of yourself, the relationships outside of ourselves. We're looking out for the results that we desire. And yet with manifestation mastery, the process is to start within. We manifest within to create without. But there's something very cool, particularly around the vision of what you want to manifest, that money vision, that heart, body, soul aligned vision that you may not be aware of, which is that this vision of what you want, what you desire, actually lives inside of you. There is a seed of consciousness that lives within your body. So some people are visionary, they can see, the desired outcome, but some people struggle to see, they struggle with a vision. And what I say is that vision actually lives inside of your body. There is an intelligence that's within you. And this is very hard for our minds to understand because we're often disconnected from the body and in separation between your body and yourself and who you are. And so we need to go beyond the brain, beyond the logic, beyond the mind, beyond your current level of thinking or your current point of view to tap into something richer and deeper. So there's a world of wealth that lives inside of your body. The vision of what you want actually lives inside of your body. And the source or the seed of creation of what you want lives inside of your body. And it co-creates with life and it co-creates with the universe. But to access this, we need the manifestation mastery method, a step-by-step process to drop in and connect in. Because your beautiful brain and your hardwiring and your nervous system as it is will have you bouncing out of that connection and will have you seeking outside of yourself or in a lot of stress or overwhelm or confusion or chaos, where you're going into push and force or fight or flight or freeze. And yet all of that is just exhausting. All of that takes a huge amount of energy. And there is this very rich, deep power that is just ready and waiting for you to tap inside of yourself. And so the practice is to remember or remind yourself that what you're seeking outside lies within you. And to tap that source, we got to drop in. We got to drop in. And that requires space. That requires safe space, sacred space, conscious space to tap it. And a lot of trust. So it's sort of blind faith because you're not going to be able to see it. You're not going to have the hard evidence and data. And so this is how the consciousness of your soul, heart, and body's wisdom is going to lead you through and guide you through. And that consciousness wants to grow you and evolve you. So it's going to take you on a healing journey, a transformational journey, a journey of change, and a journey of growth and evolution into more connection, more abundance, more power. It wants you to have what you want. It's not in separation, so it would never deny you anything. But there are things that are in alignment with who you are and what you want, and there are some things that are not in alignment with who you are and what you want. It doesn't mean it's good or bad or right or wrong. We're really wanting to tap into what is going to serve you, what is going to feed you, what is going to nurture you. And this is, again, why we require deep listening, because it's not always logical. You may think you want something, and actually your wealthy wisdom within is saying that's actually not in alignment. Or you may think you don't want something, and your wealthy wisdom says, no, we do want that. That's what we need to thrive. So again, it's illogical, but only to, the hardwiring of your beautiful brain and the part that's living in logic and the data and evidence. So this does require space. It does require trust, does require holding. But what I hope to keep inspiring you into is the power of this work and this wealth work over time, the deep, rich work that is here, but you need to tap it and connect to it and remember that it exists. So this wealth of wisdom, this embodied manifestation, which is understanding that manifestation is happening through you, right? It's happening through you and for you and with you. And to remember that. Now, this power that you have to create, that lives inside of you, is buried treasure. There are lots of things covering up, keeping you in separation from this part of you. So remember that you're going to have thoughts and beliefs, stories, perspectives, and point of views that are actually keeping you in separation with this power. You're going to have emotions, emotional reactions or responses that keep you in separation of this power. And your nervous system, your body's physiological response, if it's particularly when it's sort of that fight, flight, freeze, fawn, plot response, the reaction that happens from survival or a trauma trigger is going to keep you in separation between this embodied wealth, the wealth within. And so the practice is to be the calm in the eye of the storm and come back in. We're alchemizing all of that, releasing levels and layers of thoughts and beliefs and stories. It's the alchemy as we move through what ends up being like smoke and mirrors, right? And it's part of the beauty of this game, because everything looks real and seems real and is real until you choose to shift and change it. And as you shift and change within, what starts to happen is your whole perception and point of view of reality shifts and changes as well. And so again, our brains are usually gripping on with control or contraction, want to keep you safe, want to keep you small. It suffocates life. That's totally normal. But what we want to do is hold space to help you grow and expand beyond that. And it's this process I call rewiring to receive. So all of this needs space. All of this needs time. All of this needs patience. All of this needs trust. And all of this, the embodied manifestation practice, understanding that everything that you want starts within, means that we need to relax into the moment, moving out of the hustle, moving out of the fight, right? That is exhausting. And that's where we make everything very hard. The challenge is all of that's happening mostly on default. So this is a discipline. This is a practice. This is a remembering and a reminding day in, day out. And remembering that whatever pain, problem, challenge, issue, trigger you're experiencing on the outside is something that you can work with and alchemize and transform if you're willing to lead from the wealth within. So that is a choice that needs to be made each and every day. It is a practice. And it takes some time, but it is so worth it, because it's going to save you a lot of time in the long run. It's going to save you a lot of energy in the long run. It's going to pull your energy back from spaces and places that are out of alignment, where you're essentially leaking your time, leaking your energy, leaking your money, leaking your resources. But remember, this beautiful survival brain is not going to understand what this is. And so there can be this kickback, this internal kickback and external kickback as you're remembering and coming back home. So please know, holding yourself through this practice is part of the mastery holding yourself as the thoughts come up, the stories come up, as the beliefs come up, as the memories come up, as the emotions come up, as your system reacts against the very thing that you want. The mastery is witnessing and breathing, watching, witnessing, waiting, watching, witnessing, waiting, and trusting in the process. This does need holding. Lots of deep breathing and space and space. And this is where the power is at. So what I would like you to do is come and have a real deep lived experience of this. I'm going to take you through an abundance activation now, the embodied wealth manifestation practice. I would also really love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your questions. I'd love to hear your experiences. I'd love to know what's landing. I'd love to know, yeah, what's not clear. This does need support and facilitation because it can be confusing as you are letting go of the old to welcome in the new. This is where our brains can be like, right? Do not understand, cannot compute. And the unknown space can be very stressful. And that's when our brain's desperately seeking, looking for comfort, for reassurance, for where's the ground? Where's the ground? And actually holding yourself through what I call the darkness or the void space of the in-between is actually where pure creation happens. So this is where we want to keep remembering to come back in, come back in, and come back in. Okay, so let's create a beautiful, comfortable space for you as we dive into this activation now. Listen to your body. You might want to sit up to stay really conscious and present and aware. You might want to lie down and go into a space of deep rest. Just be aware that you may drift off and fall asleep. That's absolutely fine. But if you need to be anywhere, you might want to set an alarm. And when you're sitting upright, you might be more conscious, more present, more aware of what's coming up and what's releasing and what you're welcoming in. Okay, beautiful. I want to honor you for how brave you are to go into the depth of the self, waking up your wealth from within, unlocking the right power and riches that live within you. But they're like buried treasure, they're living underground or in the darkness, in the unknown of your mind, but it's very known to your body. It's very known. I call it the known unknown. It's known to your heart, to your soul, to your body. The brain just doesn't know it yet. And then we hold the space to welcome in and stay open to all the possibilities. Now, staying open to life is very vulnerable. So part of the practice, again, is feeling safe enough to stay open to all the ways in which what you want can come in, what you desire can come in. And a lot of what you will manifest comes from unexpected spaces and places. You may be focusing on a particular area in your business or your finances or your life, and that's important, taking action towards what you want. But know that a lot of what you're going to be calling will be coming in through the back door, through the unknown, unseen spaces and places. So you want to stay open and receptive as you're focusing on moving things forward in your life. Okay, so when you're ready, I'd like you to close your eyes, and we're going to take slow, deep, rich inhales and exhales. Just taking a minute to scan where you are currently. As you drop in and start connecting to the breath, just taking a minute to witness what's happening on the level of your mind, the thoughts, the spin. What's happening on the level of your emotions, how you're feeling. Scanning down through the body. Taking a moment to scan through your body. How is your physical body feeling? Just witnessing. Scanning and observing. And breathe deep down into the belly. We're going to take the breath deep down in. So today's activation is designed to unlock, wake up the wealth within, to activate your ability to manifest through the body, embodied manifestation, manifestation that's happening from your being, the power of your being, not your doing, the power of your being. Your being, the embodied manifestation wisdom creates from simply being in the moment, from deeply relaxing. The step one after creating space for this process is to relax, is to not do, is to undo. We're inviting you to relax into this moment, to be present with all that's here, right now. And breathing into the body. This part of you knows how to create. It doesn't create from rushing. It doesn't create from forcing. It doesn't create from doing triple backflips. It creates from being. Breathing in. Slow, deep inhalations, exhalations. Breathing to receive all the energy, all the life force energy that you require, that you desire, that you need to fill your cup, to wake up that wealth in your body. And breathe in to wake up every cell in your body, waking up that consciousness, that wisdom inside of you. And then with the exhale, we're releasing and letting go anything, everything that's in the way. Anywhere you're consciously or unconsciously protecting or hiding or masking or covering up your power to manifest. Your ability to create and co-create with life. We're breathing down and in, down and in. I'm going to hold space now and ask that the energy of this activation come through to cleanse and clear, wash away, release anywhere you're consciously or unconsciously blocking or stopping. Smothering, suffocating, controlling, contracting against your innate ability, your power to create. So with gentleness but clear intention, we let go and release, let go of attachments, unhook. We're calling your energy back in. Calling your energy back in anywhere you've been giving your energy away, your precious resources away to things that are simply out of alignment, pulling you out of your center. We call back in now, breathing down into the belly. We're drawing energy towards you to refuel, to fill your cup, to resource you, and to reconnect, to remember, to reclaim. Come back into connection with your innate ability and your power to create. It's right here, this power pulse. This part of you is in no rush. It watches, waits, witnesses, senses, breathing in. This part of you is tapped into collective consciousness, is tapped into divine timing. It knows when to wait and hold. It knows when to go and take action. From a place of deep listening and deep connection, you drop in. You tap into embodied manifestation by tending to your own garden, by paying attention. Coming home to yourself. Keep breathing deep into the belly. Keep holding space as you breathe and be to release and let go. Any old patterns or habits, beliefs, attachment. Holding space to release and let go. They suffocate, they control, they contract against this power, this life force energy, your ability to create and co-create with life, your ability to receive, waking up that wealth within your body, the power of your being, the manifestation that happens through your body. Calling you into alignment, into vibrational alignment with who you are and what you want, fully embodying this wealth frequency now, coming into connection. as you embody your manifestation, wake up that wealth within. You're naturally drawing on the resources of life all around you, drawing on the energy of the earth, of nature beneath you, drawing up this energy into your body, connecting you, consciously connecting you to life beneath you and around you, drawing up through your energetic root system. And at the same time, drawing from all life around you, source, the universe, all the energetic support around you, above you, drawing that into your body, breathing in this resource, this natural resource, coming back into connection. Asking to every cell in your body come into vibrational alignment with your manifestation intention. You become what you want now. We ask that every energy center in your body come into vibrational alignment with who you are, what you want now. We ask that your nervous system come into vibrational alignment with what you want now. We ask that your emotions come into vibrational alignment with what you want now. Feelings of safety, peace, freedom, joy, pleasure. We ask that your mind and your thoughts come into vibrational alignment with what you want now. Your thinking, your perception, your beliefs are in alignment with moving into what you want. Creating in alignment with what you want. Beautiful. And as this rewiring happens, we are creating the natural vortex of receiving, building this vortex, receiving all the way around you and through you, drawing towards you from the power of your being. It's a natural receiving and giving. Strengthening in your receiving. Expanding. Taking a few deep breaths. Honoring the power of the present. Honoring the power that lies within you. The consciousness of your body's wisdom, the wealth within you, calling you home into deeper connection with yourself and with life. Calling you home into connection with who you are and what you want. And releasing anything in the way of that. Letting go. Breathing to receive. Releasing to let go. Dropping in, leaning in. And allowing time and space for this process. Releasing your agenda. And deeply listening to that wisdom within. Beautiful. So when you're ready in your own time, you can begin to come round. Stay in connection to this wealth within your body as you begin to open your eyes. Staying in connection to that wealth within. Giving thanks once again to yourself and this incredible wisdom inside of you. Remember to be patient and kind with yourself in this process. Some things take time. Some things are ready now. Releasing the time agenda. Dropping into deep listening, deep allowing. Opening up into life. Receiving from life. Giving into life. Beautiful. And you may want to take some notes if any wealthy wisdom came through, any insights, guidance, awarenesses that came through in this activation. Please write them down to remind yourself to remember what's available to you in every moment. You just need to tap that source, tap that wealth, tap that well of wealth within. So I would love to hear what has come through for you in today's activation. What are the insights, awarenesses, breakthroughs? What has been in the way? What have you been releasing, letting go of? Do you have any questions, anything that's not clear? Please let me know. I would love to hear.